Don't bother about what will happen 8 billion years later or 5 billion years later. So barring those existential questions, we are in a very privileged world. There is nothing beyond our comprehension or beyond our capacity to resolve today. From the mundane, simple problems of poverty and hunger and disease to the global problems of global warming, everything can be solved by today's technology and resources. And therefore a sense of joy and wonder and a great sense of optimism, they are perfectly warranted. Exactly 8 days ago, the world, all of mankind, celebrated a remarkable coincidence, the bicentennial of two of the greatest men that lived on earth. Both of them were born on the 12th of February, 1809. Both of them reshaped the world in a way very few people in human history could reshape. Darwin's remarkable insights, backed by evidence and impeccable logic, they have changed the world as we understand. Our conception of Genesis and God, of mankind and life itself, and the reverberations are felt even today. Lincoln's struggle for liberty and the fruits of liberty reaching everybody, irrespective of circumstances of birth, and his fight for preserving a nation founded on liberty is a remarkable saga. Even today, it is the most inspiring to sacrifice the blood and toil and sweat and tears to make justice real and meaningful to everyone. In many ways, those of us who celebrate life, who look forward to a great future, as a human race or as Indians, we have tremendous inspiration to draw from these two great men and the streams they represent. If everything is so wonderful, what are the challenges that confront us as Indian society? I would only mention 3 words: opportunity, dignity, and justice. Now, I don't know if there's a God, and of late I'm reflecting on God quite a bit more than I normally used to. I'm an agnostic. But I certainly know that there is sin. There are 2 great sins in this country, perhaps everywhere in the world, but more in this country than elsewhere. The first is unfulfilled potential. Every living being is endowed with natural potential, whether it's a seed that could grow into a great tree, or a child that could flower into an extraordinary human being. Each of us, by nature, is endowed with immense potential. But if a society does not give us an opportunity to fulfill that potential, though nature endowed us with that, then that is a sin. There are millions of Indians who have no chance. Not because they are not bright, not because nature did not give them a chance, but because society chose not to give them an opportunity. Not only is schooling denied to a significant number of them, but even when schooling is apparently accessible, and increasingly we're talking of numbers, 96%, 98% enrollment in schools, but in reality, that schooling stinks. There are annual surveys conducted over the past 4 or 5 years, annual status of education reports, some of you might have had access to them, which show across the country, in both private schools and public schools, something like 45% of the children in 7th grade, or maybe now now 35 to 40% of the children in 7th grade, cannot read a simple passage of 2nd grade level of difficulty. In other words, what they should learn in 2nd grade, they are not able to read in 7th grade.